Elyon is a new upcoming MMORPG from Bluehole that will be releasing in the West sometime in 2021 by publisher Kakao Games. Initially this game was called Ascent Infinite Realm, and I covered it 2 years ago, but the game kinda sucked. So the developers went dark for a year, revamped the entire game including the combat system, and renamed it to Elyon. Elyon features a solid mix of both PvP and PVE content. It's set in a fantasy/steampunk world, and the game uses an action combat system. In this video I played on the Korean servers for about 4 hours before being logged out of my account, and you'll find my pros and cons listed at the end. But first, a quick word from today's sponsor. Displate offers a wide selection of one-of-a-kind metal posters designed to capture your passions, so you can display them with ease on a sturdy canvas that's easy to transport, rearrange and remove without damaging your walls. Simply unpack the magnet, stick it to the wall and mount the display to the magnet. It literally takes 20 seconds. The sheer variety of designs available on the Displate website are honestly insane. They've got everything from gaming, anime, sports, animals, space and much more. I wanted to see if they had something really niche like old school RuneScape themed designs, and sure enough, here it is. Other games that I recommend for some sweet designs right now are Cyberpunk, Dota 2, Genshin Impact, World of Warcraft and Dark Souls. I've actually used Displate a few times in the past, and it's been super useful as being something I can buy for someone for Christmas or birthdays when I really don't know what they want. Right now Displate has a special discount with my link in the description below, where you'll save 30% when ordering 1 to 2 displates, or 37% off when ordering 3 or more displates. So if you like what you see and you're up for a bit of home decor in the new year, then display your passions with Displate. Nice starting screen. Kenshiro. Hopefully I'm not going to get banned for having an English name. Choose a filter for the game. Let's just go with the default. 2 different factions, blue faction or red faction. I'm going to play the blue faction. 4 different races. You've got the human, the elf, furry raccoon race, and you've got the orc. 5 different classes: melee, hammer with a shield class, mystic, mage, staff user type class. This looks like a wand using healing cleric type thing, the assassin, and you've got the gunslinger. It's also worth noting that for a Korean game, there is no gender lock in this one. I know you nerds would go mental if you wasn't able to make your ideal waifu. Speaking of waifu, I think I've made my choice. Character customization as you'd expect from a Korean game, lots of options, plenty of different hairstyles, sliders all over the place, lots of different makeup options. I wouldn't even know where to start with that though. Body slider, voice. Yeah, that's a no from me. There we go. That's a kind of Asian looking word. Hopefully I won't get banned for my name. And here she is, Zunshiro. Oh my god, we're finally in the game. I've been trying to get this game working for 3 days. It took me 24 hours to actually download the bloody game. I was so close to scrapping this video because I kept getting errors. But we're finally in. What is going on? So some aliens given birth to this woman out of some egg sac. Right off the bat, I've got a new weapon. So like a Black Desert Witch, I use a staff and a dagger. My shift is a directional blink. Blinker. Spacebar. That dodges backwards, does it? Holding down left click does some kind of chain lightning. And that feels kind of cool. Right click fires a bunch of frost balls. I figured out how to hide the UI and hide my character apparently, and also go first person. It's so nice that I can play Korean games with really good ping now that I live in Thailand. Last time I used to play these foreign games, it was an absolute nightmare. Connecting to Korea, I'm rocking 80 ms ping. So you can sprint in this game, you press control. So I've got a number 1 ability. What does this do? Oh, it's like a static freeze. Looks like another boss fight here. Game wants me to press K, upgrade a skill. You can certainly tell that this is an Unreal Engine 3 game. Visually, it does kind of look a bit outdated. It's a shame that they didn't try to upgrade to Unreal 4, to be honest. Sucking some purple out of a tree. Power's too much, it seems. Get sucked. The power is ours. Okay. And now a meteor's landed on our heads. Level 11. Let's try my new ability, number 3. Ooh, that's cool. Big AoE frost meteor. Big AoE. hit him with this one. Let's combo with the number 2. Big damage. Changing from the tab target system to the action combat system has definitely improved this game a lot. Something I don't like about the game straight away is the camera positioning when you zoom in. I'm someone that likes to play MMOs zoomed in, but the camera sits very awkwardly on your character's back. Got some new gear upgrades. Is it visually different? Yes, it is. This into this into this is an absolute clusterfuck on my screen right now. Another weird and wonderful demon. And now my friends have turned into Forsaken. I've got a number 4 ability. What does this do? Number 4. Ooh, that's cool. So now we jump on this giant turret, blow all these monsters to pieces. That feels very impactful. And now I've got to kill this giant mech bird. Dinosaur mech is coming to take our power. We got it though. What the hell is going on? We're getting sucked into a black hole now. Another cutscene. So now we're falling through the sky, presumably going into a different world. I'm an actual asteroid. I am one tough bitch. That's level 20. Oh, and we're immediately under attack. I'm just a sexy lady that's dropped down out of the sky and their first instinct is to attack me. What's wrong with these guys? Oh, there it is. So you just double jump and then you've got the glider. That feels cool. So now I'm out in the open world with other players. It seems as though they've heavily streamlined the intro sequence of this game, because previously for Ascent Infinite Realm, it was like 4 to 6 hours long before you actually got into the meat and potatoes of the game. Now I guess we do what we do best, which is AoEing down large packs of mobs. More XP, another staff. So now I've got my Q skill, and that puts a shield around me. Each of the skills in Elyon can be augmented with 4 different augments, and this is a way that you change up your build. Hover over here, you can see what makes the abilities different, and each augment is vastly different. Half turtle, half crocodile. I think this game's definitely going to appeal to Black Desert Online fans, as similar to BDO, it seems to be a game that's all about grouping up lots of monsters and AoEing them down, which is the Korean way, let's be honest. Oh, I got myself a mount. That's a cool first mount, a bloody hoverboard. Big DPS. I love being a frost mage in MMOs. I'm less than an hour into the game and I can already tell people are going to moan about this questing. So I put 3 fire gems in my gear and now I have access to a choice of 3 different things. Game's teaching me about disassembling useless equipment. So now the game's telling me I need to reach level 26, and to do this I need to do the green quests. Take all the quests, open the map, look at what's closest, and crack on. New ability, an E ability. That's very nice. A Ring of Frost. Actual BDO grinding in this game now. Is that some kind of world boss over here? Oh, it seems to be some kind of boss. It's got a lot of health. Bunch of other players taking it down. Yes, it was a world boss. Got a quest to pick some flowers. My favourite type of MMO quest. The world in this game feels a bit random. It's actually a cross between Terra and BDO in terms of the leveling and questing, from what I can tell so far. Digging into this vase. Demolished those quests. Now we're just chilling. Shattering the mobs to death. I've got this little thing on the UI that's like indicating my performance. It's going between A rank, B rank and C rank based on my killing. Right now it's at S rank, it's probably going to go down in a sec. I don't know if that gives me any damage buff or XP buff. Okay. I think those little cutscenes indicate that I've unlocked the green quests, and then I need to do those until the next level bracket. Grab the boxes. Well, this isn't the box lifting technique I learned when I worked in a warehouse. Here you go, cat. I can imagine this game being super bloody fun in PvP because the combat is super mobile, it's combo based, and it's really fast paced. So you get way more abilities than you can actually hotbar, and your build depends on what you choose to hotbar and how you choose the augments by the looks of it, which is a very nice system, allows for a lot of flexibility. This build's kind of fun. I've gone for the fire build, and my left click now charges up a really powerful meteor ability, and whilst it is a long cast time, you can still move whilst casting it, which makes it feel quite fluid. Probably not the optimal skill build, but it's fun. Look at the mobility of this mage. Cast up this whilst on the move, and then I can just bloody spam these pyroblasts. and exhaust my mana pool if I want to. Let's see how many mobs I can actually pull. Is there an AoE cap in this game? Oh goddamn. I've bitten off more than I can chew. I'm on like one hit. We run. Appears as though pulling everything and its dog is a problem. Level 28. So it seems as though now it wants me to queue for my first dungeon. The fact that that happened instantly tells me this is a solo dungeon. Take a ride on the minecart. Pretty cool. Straight to the first boss, I guess. And load on him with my combo. Ooh, wait, what? Ooh, taking a lot of damage. Taking a lot of damage and I'm stuck. And I don't have a dodge. I need to do a better job at kiting. Use those combos. Jumping around like a mad woman. Big obvious arrow pointing me in the direction I need to go. Because obviously I'm a fucking idiot. I am getting absolutely analed right now by these mobs. Okay, goblin. And this is the big boss, is it? Well, that's fucking rude. Just kill his goblin friends. Come on then, George. Let's see what you've got. Seems like an appropriate name for him. He looks like a George. Dodge. Fuck. I need to use my dodges a little bit more sparingly. Dodger. It's a reasonable amount of challenge, actually. There's a lot of things to dodge. Need to constantly be on the move. He is definitely enraged. Maybe I should have killed him faster. Well, he's dead now. Big XP. I've got ourselves a box of treasure. Wow, now I've got some upgraded gear. The damage is significant. Oh, what is that? Very cool. Oh. And let me guess, it wants me a quest to level 30. Oh, this quest I need to bet on an animal to win. I guess I'll go with the tortoise, because this could be a tortoise and the hare kind of thing. Okay. Rabbit's pretty slow. Chicken's fairly quick. Oh, I think I understand the quest. I think I need to have them all finish at the same time. Okay. All finish at the same time. Go. We win? I can't believe I figured out how to do that quest because Google Translate wasn't working for that one. I'm assuming the orange quests are puzzle quests. God, what the fuck do I need to do here? I'm not sure what the hell I had to do for that quest, but I did it. Now I'm doing purple quests, whatever the hell those are. Back to the good old mob grinding quests. At this point, it's obvious that the questing follows a very simple formula. Do 3 or 4 main story quests, then you go do the green quests, reach the next level bracket, rinse and repeat. The green quests are pretty much just kill and collect, don't really take too long, and you kind of blaze through this leveling very quickly, as far as I can tell so far. Overall, fairly mindless questing so far, but what MMO doesn't have mindless questing, let's be honest. Interact with the door? What the hell is this? Okay, what is this? Grab the treasure chests and remain undetected from all of these mobs. Little mini-game quests like this really help break up the mindless kill and collect stuff. I've got 6 minutes to loot as much as I can by the looks of it. Ooh-yeah-yeah! 5 minutes to finish this. The dragon has awoken. Now a treasure chest has appeared here. Let's loot that. That was pretty fun. I really like puzzle mini-game style quests to break up grinding. I found the world boss that I needed to kill for another quest. He attacked me once and it brought me down to half health, so you want to stay out of the way of his attacks if possible. He is dead. So the max level right now seems to be 50. Another new area to quest in. Why the hell is the background blurred out when I'm zoomed in on my hoverboard? That's horrible. Let's not disrupt whatever the fuck that thing is. Cool bit of gliding footage. Hopefully another fun mini game. I need to do the sleeping dragon thing again already. I literally did this 10 minutes ago. Got another puzzle quest. Let's see if I can figure it out without reading Korean. Clap. Okay. We did it apparently. I'm kind of getting a bit of visual burnout from this game. The color palette in all of the zones I've been in so far has been the same. The user interface is a bit much as well in this game. There's so much shit all over your screen, text everywhere. I hope it's very customizable. It should be, to be fair. Finally, I'm going into a zone with a bit of visual diversity, something a little bit less gloomy. Potential thumbnail. Big XP for that. That's level 32. The game's teaching me about the auto pathing. If I press end, it just auto paths me to where I need to go. So I've loaded the game's recommended skill build for level 33. And it's changed a few of my abilities around. So we've got a bunch of fire abilities. I've got an E ability, which combos with my number 2. A lightning ability for a stun. My number 4 ability, which is another stun. Certainly struggling a lot more with this build. Not sure why this is recommended. This is Shizer. Okay, don't listen to the game when he recommends a skill build. That's something I've learned today. Is that a player or is that a pet? It's a pet, but the player is actually smaller than the pet. I swear these little mascots are everywhere in Asia. Okay, they're enraged. Shia, I'm gonna die again. Okay, I've turned into a frog. Guess I need to be accepted into the frog clan. Perhaps this is thumbnail worthy. Well, it was until a fucking wasp came over to me. Fuck off, wasp. Fishing in the water holes. Got a bit of a trek to go on now, so I'll whip out my hoverboard. Enjoy the graphics. The field of view goes very wide whenever I'm on my hoverboard for some reason. It looks like I've arrived at some kind of city. This is an interesting looking area. Seeing quite a few players around. Frame rate's starting to take a hit though. This is obviously some kind of capital city. And I guess we're going into a palace to talk to someone important. Hopefully the gliding gets more fun later on. It's a little bit limited right now. A mech has just popped out. Are we going to get in it? I haven't had a lot of vehicle combat so far in this game, so using the mech is a welcome change. I like the mech combat. It feels really impactful. Destroy the explosive barrel. Now what? I guess this is a deal breaker for those of you that want an immersive MMORPG, right? From what I can tell, it seems as though if you don't kill the mobs quickly enough, they actually enrage and they absolutely fuck you up. So you really need to be good at your damage rotation to kill the things as quickly as possible. I guess that's a way that the game stops you from pulling too much. I actually do quite like the whole enrage mechanic. It makes grinding a little bit more interesting. We got ourselves a fishing quest, nice. So just like BDO fishing, you've got a fish, you press spacebar, you hold it down in this game, then you let go, and you catch the fish. Need to like turn the cats all the same color. I'm good at making them all black, but I'm terrible at making them all white. What is problem? Oh, wait, this works. Oh, there it is. That's level 34. Dig a hole on my hoverboard. Shovel some more rocks. Like, these quests are so repetitive. Every time you start getting like a series of green quests, one or two of them just involves going up to something, pressing F and either picking a plant or digging a hole. Please don't be the same bloody event again. So this time I got a different sleeping dragon. I'm okay with that. This time I need to collect 15 treasure chests rather than 10. I'm assuming these puzzles just get progressively harder as you go through the game. The sneakiest beaver in Elyon. Mr. Dragon's pissed off because he's hired all this security and he's still been robbed. That's a beautiful loading screen. Bloody hell. Blue quests. So I actually do need to kill 40 mobs now. So the grinding aspect of this game is starting to become a little bit more prevalent. I think at some point we've got to have the question, should MMOs just delete leveling altogether? It's such a boring fucking part of the game in every MMO I've ever played. It'd be cool if someone just designed an MMO where you legit just start at end game, short tutorial, fuck the leveling, let's just get to the good stuff. One thing I can definitely tell you already is when this game launches, you want to be leveling in groups, because you're going to have no issues just AoE pulling everything and nuking things down before they hit the enrage. So now I'm getting random drop quests. I've been fighting these things for like 5 minutes, 6 out of 30. So it has 100% become a grind game. Oh god, he's just eating the man. I hope I unlock some more hotkeys soon. I feel like I just don't really have enough buttons to press. Oh shit, they're all enraged. No. I'm going to fucking die. Getting absolutely trained. Ugh. Yeah, don't pull too much at once. Oh, give me that sweet, sweet inventory space. So it's the next day. I came on Elyon to record a little bit more, and unfortunately my account has been protected. It's suspected of being a foreign account. Obviously, people outside of Korea aren't supposed to be playing Korean games due to publishing rights, and as this is a buy-to-play game, I had to jump through an extra hoop in order to actually pay for this game. I did this through a website called New Gameway. This is the second account I've had protected now. There's no way of verifying it, so I guess that's it for this video. But I think we got enough footage to have a decent enough first impressions. So after playing Elyon for a bit, my first impressions are as follows. The revamped combat system is actually pretty good. It's fast paced, has skills that combo together, and doesn't feel static or clunky. It kinda reminds me of the combat from Terra. I actually like the enrage mechanic from fighting mobs in the open world. This certainly makes grinding less mindless and more engaging, but for some people, maybe this would be a con. It's a Korean MMO with no gender lock, pretty good character customization with 4 diverse races. The game seems to have a decent variety of content for fans of both PvP and PvE. You've got arenas, battlegrounds, open world PvP and realm vs realm for PvP fans, and dungeons, raids, world bosses, puzzles and housing for PvE fans. Due to the combat system, I can imagine the endgame PvP being very fun in this game with a high skill cap, as it tends to be the case with Korean MMOs. For an Unreal Engine 3 MMO, the optimization was pretty decent and massively improved from Ascent Infinite Realm. The only time I noticed sub 60 FPS was when entering a city, but out in the world I had no issues. I like the way you're able to create different builds in this game by swapping different abilities to your hotbar on the fly, then having points to allocate into augmenting your favourite abilities. These augments massively change the skills and there's 4 options for each one. On top of that, there's further build diversification via socketing gems that has a separate talent tree within that system too. This will probably be the last MMORPG we see released that uses Unreal Engine 3. This engine is like 14 years old at this point, and despite Bluehole pushing the engine to its limits, the game does look outdated right out of the box. I'm pretty sure this game has been in development for 7 years or so at this point, and it's a real shame that they didn't upgrade to Unreal 4. The questing and leveling experience becomes extremely repetitive and mind-numbingly boring after about an hour or 2 of gameplay. The user interface is way too busy for my liking. Not sure why Korean devs feel the need to fill the screen with so much useless information in their games. As with every Korean game, you can expect Elyon to be extremely grindy, most likely in the form of mob grinding, dailies and other tedious tasks to keep ahead of the level curve. It's a Korean MMO, so I don't even need to take a look at the cash shop to know that this game is pay to win. Every Korean MMO is pay to win, so why would this one be any different? I'm sure the Western release will also be pay to win too, and at this point, I think most people know what they're getting into when playing Eastern MMOs. Like a succubus, they lure you in with their epic combat and flashy graphics, but once you get a taste, they suck you dry until there's nothing left but an empty wallet, tears, and a bit of semen. Overall, Elyon is a pretty standard Korean MMORPG that I think will appeal to people primarily through its unique theme and by offering content to both PvP and PvE fans, rather than just being completely PvP focused like most Korean games. I think this game could be fun for about 3 to 4 weeks, and I'm glad they improved the combat so much, but after playing the game, I'm less excited for it now than before I played it. Maybe that's just because the leveling sucks though. I'm really hoping there's a compelling gameplay loop at endgame to get me addicted to the progression and PvP, but my gut feeling is that this game is a bit outdated and probably won't last longer than a few months. Most people that try this game will be Black Desert Online players, and after 2 to 3 weeks they'll be back to BDO. But that's it for this video guys. As always, let me know your thoughts on Elyon in the comments below. Will you be playing this game for the Western release? What are your expectations for the game, and do you think it will be a success? Shout out to ExitLag for allowing me to make this video, as normal VPNs connecting to Korea didn't actually work for connecting to the Korean Elyon servers for some reason, and all the guides I watched recommended ExitLag for this, so if you play foreign games or want to lower your ping, I have a link to them in the description below. Social media links on screen. Happy New Year, and I'll see you again really soon.